Have you ever felt like you spent your money on the wrong things? Maybe you feel like some of the clothes hanging in your closet have been using the same hanger for a while now. In today's video, I'm gonna help you make the most out of your closet by looking at cost per wear. If you watched some of my previous videos, you will know what cost per wear is, but if not, here's a brief explanation. Cost per wear is a simple concept that helps you understand the true value of the clothes that you own, and it's calculated by dividing the price of the item by the number of times that you've worn it. For example, if I have a dress that I bought for 90 euros and I've worn it 9 times, then the cost per wear would be 10 euros. But before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Louise and I talk about how to engage with fashion in more conscious and sustainable ways. So why should you consider cost per wear? Well, in contrast to what the fashion industry might be trying to convince us through marketing campaigns and a constant release of new styles and season, getting proper wear out of the items that you own and outfit repeating is actually a lot cooler than buying something new and wearing it once. However, we have been fed with the opposite idea for so long that the reality of that is quite different. So I'm going to insert some statistics here, and I'll also link some articles down below in the description that you can read when you have time. The next time you are looking to buy new clothes, consider where you buy from and what it may end up costing you. So even if the fast fashion option is cheaper now, it may cost you more in the long run, especially because the fast fashion industry relies on planned obsolescence, which is basically a system designed to make you want to consume more and at a faster pace. I say this with respect for the average consumer who might not always be able to choose the more ethical option each and every time, but just being aware of the cost per wear issue will help you become more mindful about what and how you buy. Okay, so we've discussed cost per wear, what it is, and why it's important to consider. Now, let's look at some simple ways to decrease your cost per wear, or in other words, how to maximize your closet. So my first tip may seem a little bit strange, but hear me out on this one. I was doing the laundry the other day and I realized that this is actually a great display of my most worn and my most loved items. If you are a little bit unsure of which items that you wear the most, look at what's in your laundry basket, because the items that you will see most often in your laundry basket are also the styles of clothes that you prefer, because those are the items that you end up wearing. So it's not just interesting data to have, but it's also something that may help you analyze your personal style and give you a better understanding of what works for you when you are considering future purchases. So even if the laundry basket aspect is interesting and fun, it might not tell you the whole truth, because as I've talked about in a previous video called My Best Tips on How to Take Care of Your Clothes, I think ironically I'm wearing the same t-shirt. I just realized as I was in that video, so that's fun. The thing is, I don't wash all of my clothes after one use, so the amount of times I wash something or the amount of times that I see something in my laundry basket, that won't tell me my cost per wear. So if you're like me, you may want to find out your cost per wear in a different way, preferably by writing it down. I am a spreadsheet freak, so I have already done an inventory of all of my clothes in a Google Sheets document. Basically, I've just added all of the items from my closet. Once the items are there, you can start to add the price that you bought it for and roughly estimate how many times you've worn it. And I know that this is difficult and you might not always remember how many times that you've worn it, but for me, I have started to count from 0, and then I try to get a monthly average of the time that I wear it, and then I can multiply that by how long I've had the item for. I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you give that a try. Even if I may have lost you at doing an inventory of your closet, it is very important to find out what you have when it comes to cost per wear. There are many ways of doing that, including like just booking a full day for you to basically stand in front of your closet and get the items out and look at them and write them down in a list, whether that is a Google spreadsheet like me, or if it's just in the notes in your phone, or even you may consider doing a full digitalization of your closet. I saw a really fun video by Alyssa here on YouTube where she digitalized her full closet. Sounds like a lot of work, but I also think that those types of inventories and documentation of your closet will really help you realize what items that you have and may help you think more creatively in the future. So in my case, I have started to build a digital closet using one of my favorite tools, Canva, which I use a lot for work, but I also use it for this channel and for other like personal projects from time to time. And I've basically found images of my clothes or very similar looking images of the clothes I have from online, and then I just copy paste the images onto a presentation and I organize it section by section. So it's basically like a presentation of all of my clothes, and this has been really eye-opening for me, and it's actually helped me decrease my number of impulse purchases, because whenever I get the urge to shop, I just refer to this document, which is basically my closet in my phone, and I try to see if I don't already have something which is quite similar. I also like to challenge myself to build and create outfits using this digital closet. So my recent favorite activity to do whenever I'm a little bit bored or I find myself like doom scrolling, I try to find an image on Pinterest or Instagram or someplace else of something that I like which has maybe sparked my urge to shop, but I put it in the presentation and then I try to recreate that look using the items in my closet. It's kind of like playing Stardoll again. I don't know if you remember that game online or even if it still exists, but that was so much fun to like play dress up digitally. It's kind of like Stardoll but with my own clothes, and sometimes the outfits look quite similar and other times they don't at all, but it's very satisfying to be able to build, find a source of inspiration and then make it my own, and it has helped me create so many fun combinations that I would never have thought to try otherwise, so I definitely recommend doing that. Once you have figured out what's in your closet, you will have a much better sense of your style, and I promise that you will be amazed by how many outfit combinations that you already have. It also completely removes the problem of not seeing what you already have because it's literally there, like in your phone. My next piece of advice is to refer to your calendar and look at your activities on a weekly basis. And when I say this, I don't just mean like your lifestyle. For instance, I work the majority of my days from home, and so I don't need too many like office appropriate clothes, but this has more so to do with my lifestyle, which determines what clothing items I don't need. I'm talking more about recurring events in your calendar. So activities which may require you to wear certain clothes. For example, I do Pilates 3 to 4 times a week, and so I have 3 matching like workout sets, and I know that I don't need any more. Like even if I started doing Pilates every single week, I wouldn't need more than 3 sets because I would be over consuming if I bought more, because I have time to wash them them in between my workouts. So it might be something completely different in your case, like how many times a month or week do you go out? Does that call for having more than, say, 3 pairs of heels? Or maybe you only take long walks on Sundays, so you only really need 1 pair of like comfortable sneakers. So try to really analyze your activities and your events to determine how many of a certain item you need, because I think the abundance of choice also often will lead you to wear something more or less. If you made it this far into the video, congrats. My final words when it comes to cost per wear is this. Being bored of your clothes happens from time to time, but rarely is buying something new the solution to your problem. I have found that what works for me in those situations is to put more emphasis on the accessories and less on the clothes. So for instance, I wear the same jeans I always wear, and I wear my like go-to knitted sweater, but with the addition of like lots of jewelry or a fresh pair of socks in a fun color. So I might even like try a new hairstyle or do my makeup a little bit differently. My point here is you don't need to go on a shopping spree just because you feel like your clothes are boring. You just need to learn how to style them and how to enjoy them in new ways so that you can get the most wear out of your clothes. If you would like to get more style inspiration and learn more about how to find new outfits from what's already in your closet, then I upload new videos here on YouTube every week. And in the meantime, you can also follow me on TikTok or Instagram at Louise Wears. As always, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and maybe share this video with a friend. I wish you the best week ahead, and I will see you again next Sunday. Bye!